What is up, my Lorcana Goons, and welcome back to the Lorcana Goons channel. Today we're going to feature a match from across the world between two very young Illumineers who have been winning multiple Mirabelles at their set championships. From the UK, we have Bradley, who is only 10 years old, and all the way from the United States, we have AJ, who's 12 years old. These two Lorcana players have been dominating their set championships. Bradley already has multiple mats and Mirabelles, and it's not his first set championship run. Same goes for AJ. AJ already has a set championship under his belt, and he's been taking some Mirabelles as well. So we thought it would be cool to feature these two young Illumineers on the channel while I cast their match in a best of 3. I really just want to shed a spotlight on these two young Lorcana players who are pretty good and really hear what they have to say about the game. So if you like this content, be sure to follow their social medias, because you can follow their Lorcana journey on Twitter and through Twitch as well if you want to follow Neil and Bradley there too. Huge shout out to the parents of both players for letting us all do this. I do want to stress this is all a friendly game between two awesome players, two future Lorcana champions. I can already see it. Bradley has gone to a DLC actually and was able to walk away with a Let It Go, something I couldn't even do in the last 2 DLCs. AJ has not gone to a DLC yet, but he's for sure won multiple set champs already and won those Mirabelle, Ursula, and Stitch Rockstar prize cards. Bradley's going to be playing Emerald Steel, and AJ's going to be playing Emerald Amethyst. And we'll even have a special guest in this video after the pre-game interview to introduce both players. So let's kick this off, my Lorcana Goons, and let's find out which young champion will win. What is up, my Lorcana Goons, and welcome back to the Lorcana Goons channel. Today we are here with two very special guests from across the entire world, actually. We have on the right corner, all the way from England, Dudley, West Midlands, we have Bradley, and all the way from North Carolina, Greenville, we have AJ. I want to give a huge shout out to these two young Illumineers who achieved a very strong feat this weekend and the set championships that we've been going through. Both these players have made it into top 4 and better for the recent store championships that have been going on for the Mirabelles. And it's really cool to see because personally, I have a tough time making these top cuts at these very competitive tournaments, and it's awesome to see these young minds in the Lorcana space. If you guys want to follow their journeys, you can follow AJ on Twitter there, and you can follow Prodigy Player 12, I believe is what it is. And then the Bradley's Twitter is going to be Neil and Bradley. It's an account that it's you and your dad, if I'm not mistaken, right? So let's start with AJ. Do you want to introduce yourself to the Lorcana Goons community?
My name is AJ Haynes, and I am from Greenville, North Carolina. And yeah.
Hello, I'm Bradley Adams, and I live in West Midlands, Dudley. That's in the UK. And I've been doing very well in the championships.
Yeah, so Bradley, I actually saw that you finished in you were in the finals for 2 different store championships, right?
3.
3. Wow. Okay, 3. Awesome. And AJ, I know you won a Mirabelle for sure. How many have you won so far?
1. I've only played in 1.
You've only played in 1. So you're 1 for 1, only played in 1. They are kind of hard to attend, in my opinion. I haven't gotten to play any. They cap out. I know they're very competitive. There's a lot of players. I'll start with AJ first, since we just finished off. How did you feel going into like a competitive tournament like this? Is this your first competitive card game?
Yes, and I was very nervous going into that one.
Okay, so what did you prepare? What did you do to better prepare yourself to maybe fight those nerves?
Just my dad helped me and stuff, so yeah.
Love to see it. Love to see dads helping these young minds too. It is a tough game, so I like that you have that parental support. Bradley, what about you? I see that you've been playing multiple set championship tournaments. It seems like you're getting used to being in the finals and the top tables. You know, how do you get nervous still, or how are you combating the nerves?
Yeah, we still get nervous, but like what me and my dad do, we do like special, like certain breathing, like on the way there and that, and it helps us to like calm down and like relax.
Okay, nice. So some breathing exercises to calm down. Make sure you're composed and you're locked in, as they say. Do you guys happen to have your Mirabelle cards with you?
No.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay if you don't have it, but if you could show it to the camera, Bradley, that'd be awesome. Whenever you get a okay, there you go.
Okay.
There he is. There you go, man. He has. That's awesome. That's more set champs than I've gotten, and he has the 3.
3 maps.
Nice, very nice. I love to see it, dude. And AJ, I'm sure if you keep playing more, you're just gonna keep winning more too. How did you guys start playing card games? Was this something that you guys found on your own? Did your parents show you?
So my family actually started collecting before playing, and then they started playing, and then I picked up on it.
Nice. And now you're the one that's winning at the at the store events. So that's cool. That's cool. So you bring home the bacon, you bring home the packs for your family to open. I imagine if you're doing it at the local tournaments. Have you gone to any DLCs yet, AJ?
No, not
No.
yet.
Okay, okay. I do want to give you a heads up if anyone does plan on going to a DLC with their kids. There are no child specific events yet, or I guess like under 18 or under 13 level events yet. And I think there should be, because we have AJ and Bradley dominating their local scene. People my age, I'm 30 years old now, and you guys are beating grown adults. I know, I see it on the social medias. You guys are awesome. Bradley, what deck have you been playing in these formats? Are you sticking to one deck, or do you like to play different decks?
It depends. I've got like two choices. I've got my green steel and my red blue.
Okay, and green steel, red blue. What do you like about green steel this format?
Because I played like Diablo in the Ursula Championship, I feel it's very similar to that. So I'm definitely used to that. And then obviously red blue is just like a quick face pass deck that can just like dominate like your opponent's board.
Okay, okay. AJ, what decks are you partial to in the Lorcana meta right now?
Green purple because it's fast, and I like playing fast.
I like that. Yeah, green purple is a certain strategy for sure. I feel like that is a deck that I think was slept on for a very long time, and in this recent the recent Shimmering Skies set, it got a huge power boost. And I did see you post your list on Twitter. It looks like a very strong tempo list, and like you're saying, it is fast. You're able to quest from 1 to 10 in the first early turns, and if you start dropping castles and goats, you can close the game out. I imagine, right? What is your favorite card from your entire deck, AJ?
Bonsai.
Bonsai. Okay, the 2 cost uninkable, 3 strength, 2 willpower. Quest for 2. You do like playing fast. I see it. You just quested for Bonsai for 2 over and over again, huh? That's cool. Okay, Bradley, what has been your favorite card this format in your decks that you play?
My favorite would probably be Diablo because it's so good. You just get like loads and loads of draw, and it's definitely hard to remove.
Definitely hard to remove. I know a lot of people who get frustrated not being able to remove a Diablo from the board. So it sounds like, Bradley, you're more into the control aspect of the game, playing red, blue, green, steel. In my opinion, is kind of a control deck because you control the hand and then you control the field too. AJ, a little bit more tempo focused, maybe even a little aggressive with those bonsai plays. I like to see that. I'm really looking forward to seeing you two play it out because that's what we're gonna do here. We're gonna watch Bradley and AJ play it out from across the world, UK versus US. And once again, a huge thank you for coming on the channel and introducing yourselves. Is there any shout outs you want either of you want to give before we carry on to the match?
I shout out to my parents for supporting me, and I shout out Well Play Games for letting me play and use the store today.
And I'll shout out to the Dudley Boys, my group, and also my dad.
Awesome, man. I really want to stress that it's really cool to see that your parents support you in these card game endeavors. And this you guys are so young. If you don't mind me asking, how old are you exactly, AJ?
Well,
And Bradley, how old are you?
10.
10. Okay. So only 2 years apart. You guys had just started your TCG journeys. I really appreciate that. You guys have a long road ahead of you, and I can't wait to see when you guys become DLC champions, national champions, world champions for the Disney Lorcana card game. Yeah, honestly, like I've played card games for a very long time, and I'm gonna sound like an old boomer right now, but I want to give you kids some advice. Don't stop the grind. If there's something that you really are passionate about and something you genuinely enjoy, like don't stop. And if you do end up deciding to not play card games in the future, what you learn in card games and disciplining yourself for tournaments, you use in life. And that is something from coming from a 30-year-old guy who is now turning this into his lifestyle, selling cards and stuff. I think card games have really changed my life for the better, and like teaching me how to prepare for a goal that I want to achieve, whether it be set championships, your local store, or even just like learning the game and playing with your family. So once again, thank you so much for continuing to inspire me and a lot of other card game players, because I know people love to hear your story and are going to look forward to this match and all the matches that you guys have to offer in the future. So AJ and Bradley coming up next after a word from a very special guest right after this.
Hello, Illumineers. Today we get to watch AJ and Bradley fight from across the world. From the US to the UK, they're going to compete. Both have already proven themselves, winning a Maribel from the recent set champs. Good luck to both.
All right, we are back. Lorcana Goons. We have AJ on the right end, Bradley on the left.
I got 7.
All right, AJ
Okay,
rolls a
I'll go
9.
first.
Bradley rolls a 7. Looks like AJ on the right is going to go first. He's playing a green-purple variant, his deck that he said he really enjoys. We don't know what deck Bradley is playing it. It could be red-blue or it could be green-steel. Let's see how these two young Illumineers play it out.
Okay, good luck.
You too.
Some good sportsmanship. Good luck. Have fun from both of them. Love to see it. AJ's gonna put back 4 cards from his mulligan.
I'll do 4 as well.
Okay, and Bradley's also gonna put back 4 cards from his mulligan. Shout out to AJ for the shirt. Love the Disney shirt, by the way. Both of them using the Lorcana mats as well. Awesome, awesome. Webcam games. They're gonna half cut. Agree. AJ's gonna start us off on the right.
Cookie,
Inca Cricky.
play first Merfolk.
He's gonna play a Merfolk and pass. Starting off strong, just like he says he likes to. Fast and strong. Merfolk quest for 2.
Tinkerbell. Play Diablo, see them.
Bradley's gonna Inca Tink and play a green Diablo. Look at the hand.
Bonsai,
We got Lyle, Bonsai, Crab, Clarabelle,
Rabbit.
and the best card, Rabbit. That's my favorite card. Bradley playing green steel. He's gonna try and control this board and his hand.
Clarabelle. Play Bonsai. Quest for 2 as Merfolk.
All right, AJ's gonna start off strong. Ink the Clarabelle, play a Bonsai like he said, and quest for 2. Bradley inks the Ursula Deceiver, plays an Ursula Deceiver,
Oh, sorry.
checks the hand again to see if there's any songs that were drawn.
Rabbit, Crab, Mile.
And Chronicon was the new card that was drawn. Bradley makes note of it, and he's gonna go ahead and
Okay.
he's gonna banish the Merfolk with a challenge, discard the Sudden Chill, slow AJ down a little bit.
Ink, Crab. Play,
AJ
Lyle.
inks Crab,
Give
plays Lyle.
Reckless to Little Diablo.
gives Reckless to the Diablo, quests for 2 with his Bonsai, puts him at 4. AJ draws and readies. Inks and Ursula. Wow, these guys are playing fast. They know what they're doing.
3.
3. Yeah, 3 play Prince John.
Okay, gonna play 3 ink to play a Prince John.
I will. What? Wasn't it? Jabba do 1, 2 Banzai.
Okay, he's gonna do 1 damage to the Bonsai with his Diablo.
So plus 1.
Ursula will quest for 1. Puts him at 1.
Mhm.
AJ will draw for turn.
Ink, Mother Gothel.
Yeah.
Play Rabbit. Draw. Quest for 2 with Bonsai.
Mother Gothel gets inked, plays a rabbit, draws a card. AJ goes to 6 now. Gets the quest for 2 more. I think AJ has 4 cards in hand off after that rabbit. Bradley inks a strength. 4 ink of Muses comes down. Do we have a song? And we do have a song. Storm Ray John comes down, being sung by the Prince John. 2 damage into the Bonsai. Muses gets to go off to bounce back a card, bounces back a rabbit. AJ will draw for that. Ooh, and then now we have another song being played. Sudden Chill being sung by the Ursula. AJ discarding a rabbit. Bradley gets to draw because of the Prince John. Muses goes off again. Bradley gets to bounce back another card. Now there's no cards on AJ's side of the board because Muses bounced back the Lyle and the rabbit.
3. Ink, Clarabelle.
AJ inks a big Clarabelle. Puts him at 5 ink, I believe. Yes, 5 ink. Lyle for 3. Muses does have ward, so Reckless would have to go to Ursula. So that Lyle's going to hit Ursula with a Reckless, and we're going to see a pass. 3 ink. Bradley plays another Prince John. A lot of ward characters on Bradley's side of the board. It's looking like we want to see an Under the Sea very soon from AJ, maybe.
Sing Friends with Lyle.
Okay, gets to draw 2 cards with the Friends by singing the Lyle. AJ starting off strong now, has 5, 6 cards in hand again.
Mother Gothel.
Inks a Shift Gothel.
Play Rabbit.
Gonna play 4 for a rabbit, just drawing cards.
Play Nine.
Snake gets to bounce back the rabbit, draw more cards, establish a 3 strength character, which is very powerful right now. Alright, Bradley draws for turn. Okay, Bradley only has 4 ink, but he's going to be able to draw 2 cards every time a card gets discarded because of the Prince Johns. So now he's drawing 2 every time. Doesn't have a lot of ink to play with, but Bradley can control the hand potentially and the field with more muses. Inks of muses. Plays 2 ink for a morph. Alright, Ursula putting in that 1 damage, dealing 1 damage. It's the second time we've seen him do this, where he does like a preemptive damage. He did it earlier with the Diablo. He's definitely preparing for the future of the game state, where he can potentially clear that Lyle with some of his lingering characters. We see an inked Sea Witch Queen Ursula by AJ. AJ has 4 cards in his hand, I believe. Ooh, Ink Ursula play the set championship Ursula. AJ flexing on us. Look at that. He's using the Ursula that he wanted his other set championship, last set championship. Snake goes into the Ursula, eats it up. Good trade right there from AJ. Passes. This Ursula is a big body against the steel decks. Bruno comes down on the Ursula. And every time we discard, he's going to draw 2 because of the Prince Johns. There's 5 cards to choose from. 4 hits a rabbit. Random card hit was a rabbit. Muses in the bag, comes out, bounces the Lyle back. There we go. Sings with the other Prince John. Manamim gets popped. Draws another card. We're just drawing cards on Bradley's side. And now we quest for 4. So putting him at 5. See which Queen Ursula gets inked. Bradley plays another rabbit. 4 for a goat. Goat gains a Malor. The Storm Ray John comes down. Does 2 damage on the goat. Sung by the Prince John, by the way, so he gets to conserve his ink. We've been seeing Bradley play a lot of cards from his hand while not using a lot of ink because of how well he's sequencing and singing his cards. So Storm comes down, then Muses can trigger here if he'd like it to. But he's actually just going to pay 5 for Ana. I thought he was going to bounce back his Prince John that he exerted with and play it again. But he's just going to play the Ana for 5 ink. Makes AJ discard a card. AJ's got to think about this one. A snake hits the discard pile, and Bradley draws 2 cards again. This Prince John value is not going anywhere. All right. Elsa Fifth Spirit gets inked, and we see another Elsa come down. Exerts the Ana. 4 for Rabbit. That's 9 ink spent by AJ. Elsa's going to get some good value here. Gets to clear a Prince John very effectively. Bradley did quest for 2 last turn, so he is at 7. AJ is at 7 as well.
One play hidden cove. 2 to move Prince John and Diablo into the hidden cove.
Now we're going to see a Cove play from Bradley. Inks some more, plays the Cove, moves the characters into the Cove.
And then I'll pass.
And he quests heavily.
I'll draw Diablo.
And he played a Pete Games that turn.
4 play goat.
He's going to ink Cricky, play Goat. Fox bounces back to Goat, puts him at 9.
Kill your Prince John.
AJ is going to swing into the Prince John.
Give Reckless to Diablo.
Ooh, and then a Lyle comes down, another Lyle comes down, and Reckless is on the Diablo now. Bradley readies his characters. There's no actions because of Pete that turn.
I've played Bruno on the Fox.
Bruno on the Fox. There's six
Uh,
cards to choose from here.
Do 6.
The sixth card, last card, ends up being the fox.
And then I'll bounce it Lyle back to your hand.
Lyle gets bounced because of the muses. These ward characters are just sticking.
I'll spend 1 to move Muses in Vision Cove. 1 move Arna in Vision Cove. Then I'll quest for 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 16. And Diablo's got Reckless.
He's in a quest for 4, puts him at 16. Diablo can't quest because it does have Reckless.
Deep Crab, over Shuffle, Diablo, to your death.
We're going to see a crab get inked. You're welcome on the Diablo. Try and slow this game down a little bit. Bradley just needs 4 lore left.
Yeah. Before a rabbit.
4 for a rabbit from AJ. He draws a card. 3 for a kick Cloud Kicker. Bounce back the Ana.
Or no. Can't really bounce anything.
Oh, but you can't bounce it because they are on the cove. So instead, we are gonna respect that ability. We're gonna respect that line, and we're gonna let AJ play the Lyle.
Ana.
Okay.
And then we gave Reckless to the Ana off of that Lyle. Yeah, Cove is gonna make it so that a lot of the characters are not in range for certain cards like Kick Cloud Kicker.
I will spend 5 to play Beast.
5 ink off of Bradley's side. Pays 5 for ink for the Beast. Inks an Ursula. Plays another Pete. No more actions. Quests for 2. Puts him at 18.
Yeah, you got game 1.
And we're going to see Bradley take game 1 with Emerald Steel against Emerald Amethyst. All right, so we're going to see 4 cards from Bradley's mulligan go to the bottom, and AJ's going to put back 5 cards. Probably want to dig for some of those aggressive cards like Bonsai Merfolk. We're going to see an Ink Snake and a Clarabelle. Turn 1 from AJ. A Morph gets inked. And he's going to pass. Ink pass from Bradley. We're going to see a big Ursula come down. Ooh. A Bonsai gets played after the big Ursula comes down as ink. Bonsai coming in clutch. It's his favorite card. Inca Bruno. Pay 2 for his own morph. And we're going to see a pass there. So Bradley setting up his morph target. His shift target right there for a potential beast play next turn. AJ does have characters on the board. He did quest with Clarabelle. He is going to quest for another one. Go to 2. Plays the Fox to bounce back his Clarabelle. Quest for 2 more with Bonsai. Goes to 4. Inks a Snake for turn, by the way. Let's see if Bradley has the Sad Beast. Hypnotize gets inked by Bradley.
I will discard Strength to shift.
And it's going to be a Diablo instead, actually. We're going to see a discard Strength, shift Diablo, then a Singing Bird comes in with that Storm Rage on. Going to destroy, banish the Bonsai, send it to the discard pile. He gets to draw as well when that happens. And he still has ink left over to play, so he pays 3, plays the Prince John. Ooh. And a quick you're welcome this time from AJ. He's going to go ahead and deal with that Diablo before it can be a problem. He's going to ink that Clarabelle he had earlier. Make sure Diablo does not stick around the board this time like last time.
Okay, so I'll draw 2 of you welcome. And then I'll draw.
Yep. Oh.
Ursula comes down.
Ursula, Rabbit, and then Ana.
Okay, and in AJ's hand is a Witch Queen Ursula, a Rabbit, and an Ana. We see a sudden chill.
Ursula.
Discards the big Ursula.
I'll draw a card of Prince
Gets to
John.
draw a card for Prince John.
Then Prince John will sing some
And another sudden chill from Bradley. Sung by the other Prince, by that Prince John, actually. And he draws another card. Every time he discards, Prince John just getting that extra value there. But maybe not for long.
Rabbit.
Okay.
Madam Moon, that kill.
AJ is going to go ahead and ink a Mother Gothel, use Fox to clear the John, plays Rabbit, draws. It's Bradley's turn. Bradley has 4 ink to work with this turn, maybe 5 actually if he can ink.
More.
He's going to ink a Morph.
3 play
Plays 3
Ursula.
for the Ursula that can sing twice. That's Deceiver of All. 1 for Cove. Move Ursula into the Cove. He's going to move Deceiver into the Cove, actually, so that he can make a value trade. Decides to trade into the Fox there. AJ draws for turn. That Ursula is kind of worrisome. A Rabbit does come down, gets to draw another card.
Think Cricky 2, play Ursula, little 1 to show me your hand.
Ooh, okay, so no songs in the hand after playing the Ursula. A little late on that Ursula from AJ, unfortunately. Did not see it a turn or 2 early ago. Sometimes that's just like how it is against like certain song decks. If you don't see the Ursula in time, they're going to use all their songs before you can get value off of there.
Cards in hand?
None.
He has no cards in hand. That means no value for the Prince John that we saw.
So, 3 play another Ursula.
Okay. So now AJ should know the rest of the cards in Bradley's hand,
John.
which was, there you go, the Prince John, the Ursula. We saw the Pete get inked.
And then I'll pass to you.
So this is not looking too bad for either player. It could, this match could go any way.
Play Bonsai
We see another Bonsai come down.
for 3, go to 8.
He's in a quest with all of his characters, goes to 8.
5 play Beast.
Ooh, and then a Beast comes down right after that. Oh my gosh, Bradley drawing into a Beast, decides to move the Ursa Deceiver of All to the Cove to take out a Rabbit. Gets to draw a card off of that though. AJ draws a card there.
And then I will pass.
Trey. Rabbit will take out Ursula.
Okay, a Rabbit's gonna go ahead and take out the Ursula. He draws another card off of that.
Ink Mother Gothel.
Mhm.
5, play Cricky, give everybody +3 power. 1, play Curse Merfolk. Bonsai will take out Pin and Cove.
Wow, okay, a combo
Then
play from
Quest for
AJ.
Beast is,
He's gonna go ahead and play
Yes.
Cricky, give the strength to his characters, use Bonsai to clear the Cove, quest for Ursula, and then goes wide with another Merfolk there. Bradley does get to draw 2 here though. Even though we didn't see any songs earlier, he does get to draw 2. I also really like that AJ decided to play Ursula the turn after Bradley played Ursula Deceiver of All. I feel like AJ was like kind of thinking about that. Like, I'm gonna save, I'm gonna use this when the songs are gonna come down. And there's a song that was drawn by Bradley. We don't talk about Bruno, makes him discard the Cricky. So he draws off the Prince John.
Beast will sing Bruno on your Curse Merfolk.
Another Bruno gets sung by the Sad Beast on the Curse of Merfolk.
Ink attires. Ursula trade into your Banzai. And then I will pluck the 2 of Prince John. 2, and I'll pass.
4, play Go, gain 1. Quest for 1 with Ursula and Tess.
Okay, so he's gonna play. AJ's gonna play a goat. Goes to 9. Quest for Ursula goes to 10 and pass.
11.
Goes to 11 actually.
4 Tinkerbell.
6 ink. 6 ink being paid by Bradley. 7th to play the Diablo. Tinkerbell comes down, deals 1 damage to all the characters.
I'll go Beast take out Ursula. Take
Yep.
1.
He is gonna use Beast to take out the Ursula. Not gonna be able to draw 2 anymore because that Beast is now damaged. AJ draws for turn.
3, play Emerald Chromosome.
Emerald Chromicon comes down.
Quest for 1 with Go.
Quest for 1 with goat. Goes to 12, is gonna pass there.
Okay. 3 play Prince John. 3 play Diablo. Okay. I'll pass the 2, 4, 6, 7, 9, and pass.
Bradley's gonna quest for 7 there. In one swing, gets the quest with all his characters. AJ draws the 1-drop Clarabelle.
Beast.
Decides to use the goat to run into the Beast. He's gonna go to 13 lore.
Pass.
He's gonna pass there.
I'll spend 7 for Muses and Ursula.
Yep.
Then I'll pass for
Muses Ursula comes down
3,
from
4,
Bradley.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Quest for 8 more.
17.
Goes to 17 with that one.
Yeah, you got it.
And then
Okay.
that's going to be game there. Bradley takes it. Bradley versus AJ. Bradley is the winner this time around. Awesome game, guys. A good plays from both of you. I really enjoyed watching that. All right, so we got to see two different style decks in action right there. Like we were talking about, AJ, you're playing the green-purple deck, and you were starting off real strong. Bradley was able to counter with his Steel Songs. Personally, I feel like the Steel Song deck is I feel like the Emerald Steel deck has that ability to swing back that tempo game against certain Emerald matchups because of how much damage is being dealt. But at one point, you just had the pressure with the Merfolks and the Bonsais, and Bradley, I noticed how well you were sequencing your cards too, like being able to manipulate Muses and the bag and Prince John to like their full potential. I think is really important when you're playing the Emerald Steel deck. So, huge congrats to both of you for doing well in your local set championship tournaments. It's really cool to see you guys play it out and really witness. Okay, now I see why these two kids are doing so well, because both of you are doing like the plays for your decks like the correct way and like strategizing the correct way, right? So I do want to go over the game a little bit. How do you feel, Bradley? Congrats on winning the game.
Yeah, the game was pretty good, but I felt like at the end game I had like all the control, but like early game he had most of the control.
Okay, is that how games usually feel like they pan out for you with when you're playing Emerald Steel?
Yeah, like especially in the mirror, like one person gets like the really early start, whereas the other one gets like the really late start.
Okay, and like when you're playing a deck like Emerald Steel and you're running into like an Emerald type of mirror, because AJ's playing Emerald Amethyst, which is a little bit different, but you still have to deal with like an opposing Diablo, like stuff like that. Like, what are you kind of prioritizing in your mulligans when you're playing that deck?
So you want like the little Diablo, big Diablo, hidden cove, and obviously some kind of action, maybe strength. Because if they're playing Diablo and Cove as well, you want the strength just to get rid of them. The faster you get rid of the draw, the better the game you can.
Okay. And AJ, I noticed that there was some cool text in your deck. You were playing the Mother Gothel, the Shift Floodborn character. You were the Bonsais were coming in clutch. What is your strategy for this current meta with Emerald Steel being one of the biggest decks of the format? What are you playing in your deck, and what are you thinking about when you mulligan when going against like an Emerald Mirror?
I usually throw away all the songs because then they have the Ursula Deceiver that discard them. And then I try to look for the Kit Cloud Kicker to bounce back their Diablo, the big Diablo, so they don't get all the draws. And then I try to go fast with aggro with all the Curse Merfolks and Bonsais.
Okay. Are you playing Under the Sea in your build?
No.
No, okay. There was a point in time where there was a lot of ward characters on Bradley's side of the board, and I was like, "Oh, if AJ can find Under the Sea here, this will change the game and change the game up a little bit." I feel like the fact that Prince John and Muses have ward makes them so sticky sometimes onto the board, and it makes it very frustrating to deal with. Because I've been in that situation too, where my opponent has the Muses and the John, and they're just singing songs and bouncing your characters back. I like that you're running Lyles in the deck too. You're able to slow the game down and stabilize a little bit. When playing a deck like green purple, what are your easiest matchups and what are your hardest matchups, as they say?
Hardest matchups are definitely Emerald Steel and Red Blue. And then the easiest ones are maybe Amber Steel and then Red Purple.
Red purple. Okay. And by the way, I like that you mentioned that when you're playing against Emerald, you don't keep any songs. It's very important. So many players don't know stuff like that. You know what I mean? And it's the little things like that. Is what separate you from from the other player base. So and you guys, and again, you guys are just starting off your TCG journeys, and you're already looking at the game in that way. Like that's something that I feel like it took years to learn. To remember like, oh, I need to discipline myself into not like playing into my opponent's strategy. And I think that's what Lorcana really is about. Like if you know the card pool and you know what your opponent's playing, like Ursula Deceiver, then you know not to keep songs in your hand because you want to minimize the ability for them to get value off of that. And there was a turn where Bradley was using song after song, and then it looked like you played Rabbit and drew the Ursula Deceiver. And when you did look at Bradley's hand, there was no more songs anymore. Sometimes that is just how the game rolls out, unfortunately. Like it is about like how your cards are stacked. Sometimes there is a little bit of a luck, as they say. So if you do hit the Ursula and the song's not not there, and then they draw the song. That can happen. When playing something like Emerald Steel, Bradley, I feel like a lot of people are very prepared for Diablo nowadays, especially since we saw Zan Syed win the DLC in Vegas with Emerald Steel. How do you feel your matchups are with people kind of preparing for your deck now?
Well, it's like I've got to obviously get like the peak down and the hidden cove. Hidden cove probably like the main thing that helps a lot, and especially like I don't have to go for the Diablo. I can go for like the Prince John discard, and they can't really deal with it unless they play like Big Sisu, B Prep, or Under the Sea.
Okay, okay. And what about your like easier matchups? Like, what are your more like easy matchups when playing Emerald Steel, as in your hard matchups?
Like probably like most decks like red, purple, or some of those mid ones where it's 50-50 pros. I'm pretty good against that. Green purples I'm good against, but I don't really like going against red blue. It's the only one matchup that I don't like.
Red blue can be a menace. I feel like a lot of people are switching to red blue because of how popular Emerald is becoming in the meta. But enough about the meta. I want to talk about more about your guys' future in the Lorcana card game. So do you guys have any plans to go to any DLCs, any more set championships maybe this week?
The 27th, we're gonna go to one here, and then I don't know about DLCs, but we're trying.
Okay, okay. I have heard rumors that they're gonna do a last chance qualifier for the Continental event. Hopefully, we'll see you guys there maybe in January, at Disneyland or something. If it's something that's reasonable for you guys, obviously. If Bradley and AJ are both down for a rematch, I'm always down for a rematch. Feature it on the Goons channel during the Azurite C format. I think it'd be awesome too to kind of get you guys' deck building minds going too, since there is no Pixelborn and all these new cards are coming out. Well, I do want to see what decks you guys come up with for Azurite C. So I'm super down. If anything, let us know in the comments if you want to see a rematch between Bradley and AJ as well. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the video. I wanna ask, do you guys have any plans on doing content in the future? I'm sure there's a lot of other young Lorcana players that would like to get into the game and learn from people that are not 30 years old like me. AJ, do you have any plans to do content?
Yeah, we're even doing the Twitter stuff.
Mhm.
So yeah.
What about you, Bradley? Do you have any plans in the future for any content creation, or where can people find you? I know you guys are on Twitter at Neil and Bradley. I'll go ahead and leave that in the description. But any YouTube stuff? I know you play on Pixelborn Connect also, right?
Yeah. We also do Twitch sometimes. Same username on there. And deck wise, I'll probably stick with either green, steel, or red, blue. Like in last sets, I've only been playing like steel song and green steel in the past.
Okay, so you already have experience with these decks. You guys are meta grinders. I like to see it, man. Hopefully I can catch you on the Pixelborn ladder one of these days, because I've been playing it a little bit more myself. I do want to ask you, Bradley, how often do you play Pixelborn Connect, and would you say that's helped you in any way?
I play it quite a bit. Like sometimes, like when I get back from school, I might hop on, or like after, sometimes after events. But I
Sometimes.
think it's very good to like sometimes after events, if only if they're like locals. If you go to like locals, I might come back and pop on for a couple of games. But I think I found it pretty well because you can like predict what sort of decks people can play, and you can kind of tech slightly to different types of decks.
Okay, nice. I love to hear that, by the way. So someone that goes to locals, and then when they're done with locals, you go home and play more online. That is a true Lorcana goon right there. AJ, how often do you go to locals to play your tournaments? How often do you get to play? I know you guys are busy because of school and all that.
Oh, we go every week on Tuesdays.
Every Tuesday. That's awesome. That's your league nights. Okay, okay. And then you guys go on weekends whenever you can, I assume, to the Star Championships events. I want to ask you guys, coming from like young minds in Lorcana, what would you guys like to see in the game more? Like, what are you looking forward to in the future? What would you like to see?
Junior tournaments so I can compete in them. And yeah.
Junior tournaments so that they can compete in them. Okay, love to hear that. I think that's extremely important too. A lot of TCGs do that. Lorcana hasn't yet. Bradley, what about you? What would you like to see in the future of this game, or even if it's something like a movie you like or a character?
Yeah, like I definitely want to see a junior league, and I've been talking to like a PR manager about it of Ravensburger. They've interviewed me, and I said like I want to do like they're going to see if they can might be able to do one, and then obviously like playing the games and that.
Okay, nice. You heard it here, guys. We need a junior league for these guys because they are literally they're in a league higher than us. Honestly, like if you're this young, being this good at card games, you're gonna be at a way crazier league in the future. What about Disney? You guys are Disney fans. I'm assuming AJ. I see the shirt. What are some Disney characters or movies you want to see in Lorcana in the future?
We really like the Big Hero 6 edition, and I really want to see yeah, Baymax is cool.
Yeah, I know. I love Baymax too. Baymax for life, dude. I'm super excited. I'm playing blue green. As both of you playing green right now. I'm playing an emerald sapphire build, and I'm super excited to play it even more when the Big Hero 6 characters come out. Like super excited. Bradley, what about you? Are you a Disney fan? What kind of Disney stuff do you want to see in Lorcana in the future?
I'm obsessed with Baymax. So, like, I do like it quite a lot, and like I think most of the things I would like are already in the game.
Okay, cool. Do you guys play any other card games, or it's just Lorcana for you guys?
It's just Lorcana for me.
Yeah, just Lorcana. We used to play a bit of Pokemon. We didn't like play it. We just like collected and did like the pre-release things.
Okay, love to hear that though. I really like to hear that you picked up Lorcana, both of you actually, and it's your first card game, it's your first experience. Again, I can't thank you guys enough for doing this. Like I imagine you guys are busy with school, busy with life, and then you guys are still preparing for your local store championship series. Once again, congrats to both of you for doing so well, and I know you guys are going to continue to do well. I really look forward to hopefully meeting you in person one day. AJ, we're both in the US, so I know it'll be a little bit easier. Bradley, if you guys ever go to the World Tournament, please look out for me because I'm gonna for sure try and go to the one in the U.S. here in Florida. It would be awesome, to really get this going. And again, like anybody from Ravensburg, anybody important watching, it would be cool to have a junior league, so that they can go to their own World Tournament. You know what I mean? We literally have amazing players, better than most of the people at my locals. There's a clear difference, and they definitely deserve to have that space. Thanks again for coming on the channel. Really appreciate you guys. Do you guys want to give any final shout outs or say anything else before we go?
Thank you for having me on the channel, and it was great playing you, Bradley.
Yeah, it was great playing you as well, and thanks for inviting us here. And I want to tell everyone about an event happening, and it's Birmingham, UK. It's an Axiom Now celebration event. If you can see that.
Okay, the Axion now.
It's
Okay.
yeah, so it's just normal Lorcana. Then it's like a big tournament, and it's at the Edgbaston Cricket Stadium on the 23rd and 24th of November. So if you wanna see if you can come down, anyone. Obviously, if you're in the US, don't worry. But yeah, if you're interested, yeah. Thank you for the game, and hopefully we can do more things like this. And this was a great experience, obviously, to go get something, especially in a different country as well. And I think it was a lot of fun.
Awesome. Thank you guys for being here. I want to give a shout out also to Well Played Games, which is where AJ is filming from, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
That's in North Carolina. That's in Greenville, North Carolina. So go check them out as well. Please go follow their social medias. Follow their Lorcana journeys. You can find them on Twitter. Once again, you've been watching Lorcana Goons. If you like this content, like, comment, subscribe. If you want to be as good as players as AJ and Bradley, be sure to stay tuned to Lorcana Goons for more. And we'll see you Goons next time.